Alright, so this is going to be our Slay the Spire tutorial, I guess. So let's do this. We're going to play with the Ironclad. There's 4 different characters you can pick from, but we'll go with the Ironclad, keep it simple. So there's a big whale. Obtain a random common relic or upgrade a card. So these are just like 4 options you can pick off the start, and this sort of determines what's going to happen within your run. So I can either upgrade a card or I can just do these options. I think I'm going to go with obtain a random common relic. So let's see. I like the path on the right. So what this does is start each combat with 1 strength. So what strength does is adds additional damage to attacks, as it says there. So what this card would normally do is 6, but because this adds 1 additional strength or 1 additional damage, it deals 7. So if this enemy here, this little red and yellow furball, if it has 10 health and this does 7, that's going to do 7 of the 10. So then we will heal. Okay, so it only has 3 health left. So if we attack it for another 7, it'll die. And you see how above its head it has a strength for, or a sword for 7. As you can read there, it intends to attack for 7. So if I don't end up destroying it this turn, it's going to attack me for 7. So I want to get it out the way. So I have all these cards in my hand, and here on the left of this card here, you see how it says 2 out of 3. I only get 3 energy per turn, and each card costs different energies based on how good the card is. So these all cost 1 energy, while this card costs 2 energy. It would take both of my remaining energy to play. So what it does is it does 9 damage, but also applies 2 turns of vulnerable, which makes it you get 50% more damage from attacks. So this would do 7, and then 50% of that is 3.5, and it rounds down, so 3, which will make it 10. So that would happen for the next 2 turns on whatever monster I attack it with. So if I do this, now it has a little broken heart under it, meaning well, it became a little bit more complex because they used a weakened on me, which does 25% less damage for 2 turns. So we're back at even at 7. So we just broke even there. So these are my rewards for this. 10 gold. We'll get into that later. I'm going to pick a card that gives me 2 strength. Okay, so let's just do more examples. These are the cards I get. So neither is planning to attack me right now. They both want to use a negative effect on me for their turn. So I will deal as much damage as I can. If that does 9 and this does 10, I'm going to kill it. Okay, so it still doesn't plan to attack, so I can just attack as much as I can. So, like I said, to the left of this card, I get 3 energy per turn to play as whatever cards I want. So I could play this card, and this card, and that's 1, 2, and 3. But those other 2 cards I wouldn't be able to play, these 2 defends, because I don't have enough energy to play them. Does that make sense? So we're going to go with that, which increases our strength by 2. And as you remember, increasing our strength increases the damage that the cards will do. So now we're at 9. So now these do 18 as opposed to 14. So their negative effect that they put on me is called frail, which means anytime I block, it's 25% less. So like these. Now they were 5, but now they're 3. So they only have 14 health left here. So one of these and one of these will do it. So I get 20 gold and I can add a card. Let's go with... Let's go with this one. I gain 2 energy. But then once I use it, I can no longer use it for the rest of that fight. So I gotta be careful with when I use it. So here, this is our hand again, but they're intending to buff themselves. So they're not attacking me. A buff just means to make themselves stronger. Like, you know, think of like a gym, making yourself more buff. Okay, so we're gonna, since they're not attacking us, we don't have to worry about defending, so we can go all out with an attack. So you see how they deal 7 damage? If I gain 2 strength, they're gonna deal 9 damage. So out of its 50 health, we dealt 18 right there. So it's going to attack me for 6. That's what the 6 and the sword above its head means. But so let's block for 5 and then do this. And we're out of energy, so we'll go to the next turn. So since their attack was more than my block, I take that 1 damage difference, and that's why I have 79 out of 80. So they're going to attack for 9 this time. So, and they're going to just keep getting stronger, so I want to get rid of this guy as quickly as I can. So I'm going to gain an extra here just so I can play off my cards. So I like this card, deals 5 damage twice. So this is basically a 10 damage card. These are just little games of chances here, which sometimes are worth it, but I don't think this one is, me personally. Okay. Oof, this is gonna be something. So this guy's attacking for 10 and this guy's attacking for 23. This is gonna be a big yikes. Let's do... Let's gain some strength with this potion. We're gonna do this. I guess he's gonna die either way. So they were going to do 23 combined, but now I brought it down to 13. So he's gonna attack for 8. If I just gain 2 more strength, I can... I could... So I only have 2 of 3 energy remaining. So I could only play 2 of these 3 cards here. But if I use this, I'll gain 2. And since the card costs 1, I'm basically only gaining 1 energy. So then I could play all 3. But is it worth it to play all 3 right now? you're basically just blocking the attack and doing the 9 damage. But what if we need this card later in the fight? So we'll just hold off for now. We'll take the 3 damage difference and we will keep it pushing. So now he's attacking for 12, so we're gonna block for 10 and deal 9. So he's not attacking, so let's go attack as much as we can. He's gonna put a negative effect on me, so we gotta try and get this guy out the way. I like that card. Alright, so this is a boss, as indicated by the little horns on the one that's circled towards the top. So they call it an elite. So it's basically like a little mini boss here. And with this guy specifically, the Gremlin Knob, we need to attack as quick as possible. He gets stronger with every turn, so we need to basically just don't ever defend even though it's gonna hurt. We just gotta go as hard as we can and deal as much damage as we can. So good 18 there. So I'm gonna use this because we have a chance to do more damage. So now he's down to 29. And that hurts. So this will do 12 twice, which is 24. And this will do 13. So that's more than what he has left, so we're gonna win right here. So we get a Singing Bowl, which when adding cards into your deck, you may raise your max HP by 2 instead. Interesting. Never had this relic before. I like Flame Barrier. We're gonna pick that one right now. So now we're at a campsite, so I can either rest and heal for 30% of my max HP, which is 24. And 24 puts me at max at 80. Or I can go back in here and upgrade a card in my deck, which I think I will do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I can make this gain 3 strength instead of 2, or I think I'm gonna do this. Gain 16 block instead of 12, and whenever you are attacked this turn, deal 6 damage back. So even when I'm attacking, even when I'm defending, I'll still be doing damage. It costs 2 energy though, so that's one thing to be wary of. But so like if I did this and this, I'm going to deal 6 damage twice here, and then a 6 damage again from the Flame Barrier that I just played. So that'll be 18 damage. And this rat will almost be done. Okay, so he's attacking for 6, and this one's attacking for 9. So let's get this guy out the way. And let's do this, even though I'm gonna take 13 damage right now. No, let's not do that. Let's do that. And I'm only gonna take 8 damage, which is still a lot, considering that's 10% of what I have. So let's do that. That, and now I will win. Another Flame Barrier? Now let's do So you can sort of pick your course, so you can think ahead, whether you want to go this way or this way. You just got to look what's going to be in front of you. So it ends up meeting back at the same path, but I do like the option of getting a rest by the left path versus the right path where you just fight. So I'm going to go left. Treasure chest, I'm going to get an X. If your HP is at or below 50%, at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. Cool. So let's fight. So he's going to attack me for 10. And he's going to steal 15 gold every time he attacks. So we'll not worry about the gold yet. Let's just focus on the combat. So let's do that. So he takes 6 damage when he attacks me. And he's going to deal 7 for that. And they wear off, excuse me, pretty much after every turn. So that's why I don't have it anymore. But it's getting close to low, so I think we can afford to take 5. Do 9 to him. And it keeps track of all your things that you pick up here. And I start off with this one called Burning Blood, where anytime I end a fight, I heal 6 HP. So if the fight were to end right now, my health would go from 53 to 59. So he's not attacking this turn, so let's attack as much as we can. And 8 twice is going to win it. And there it is, 59. So I get the 30 gold he stole back, 12 block potion. These are good cards. Actually, let's try it. Barricade. And let's upgrade it so it costs 2. Okay, now I really like that move. It's also good to get it in the beginning. So a bunch of little ones that don't have a lot of health. So what we can do is, so that's 15, 18, 21 damage. So I'm going to go to my potions here on the top center. And I'm going to use this one called Distilled Chaos, which plays the top 3 cards of my draw pile, which I have no idea what they're going to be. So let's just see what happens. Game 5 block. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So they ended up playing Flame Barrier, a Defend, so that's 16, and there's 5 for 21 block, which is why I have the 21 in the little shield on my character. And as part of Flame Barrier, every time I'm attacked, it deals 6 damage. So this is going to get 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. So which one's going to die after I attack it? Pretty much all of them. I just need to pick one and attack it. So I'm going to pick the one with the most health, that one. And now that one is going to die after it attacks. Alright. So with the card of Barricade, now the block doesn't go away between turns like it did before. So There's only 2 of them that are actually attacking me right now. So if I can kill them both right now, that'd be cool. Which I think I can. So now I don't need to defend anymore. So they're going to put a debuff on me, which they put the little broken sword, which is the little 2 symbol next to it. Attacks deal 25% less damage for 2 turns. That's why there's the 2. So if I just do this, that'll actually protect me. And there it is. So I think I'm gonna take headbutt here. Am I? Yeah. Put a card from your discard pile onto the top of your draw pile. So we will see how that's gonna be handy here in a second. So there's just a random event. You spin a wheel, see what you get. It looks like gold. So I'm gonna get some money. 100 gold. Cool. Okay, so now time for another elite. Would have liked to have gotten barricade there, but we didn't. Next fight is the boss fight. So let's go. Don't think we should use this yet. That's what we'll do. I'm going to end up taking 1 damage. So what they're doing there, when they're attacking me with this dazed, is it's putting dazed cards into my deck. So that basically it's putting filler cards that I can't do anything with, or like essentially blank cards. I haven't drawn any of my powerful ones yet, which is unfortunate. So I will block and do that. So now I'm picking which card I want to put at the top of my deck, and I think I'm going to do this one because I know my good cards are probably going to be coming up here. So let's do that. Do that. And this will kill that one. So you see how in the bottom right, it's a 0, right? It won't let me go to it. There's a 0 in the very bottom right corner of the screen, and there's like blue cards. That's basically cards that I have played, and then over on the bottom left, you see orange cards or white cards with orange on them, and those are the cards that I haven't yet played. But as I play them, they will move over to the right side, and as I finish, because I only have 17 total, it will just reshuffle itself. So I'm going to block here and do that and end my turn. So it keeps adding these cards, these dazed cards, and I can't do anything with them. They're unplayable. So they basically just take up space of cards that I would get that are good. So that's like the downside of these enemies, is they just fill your deck with cards that you don't actually even want. So they make it harder to get to, for you to use the cards that you do want, because they just keep adding more to it. So pretty much every time they attack me with this little green swirl, I get 2 more. And here I get 4. Oh, great. So the only thing I can do is defend here. Can't even attack. And 2 more. Gonna end that one. Ah, 1 health left. As long as I don't draw just nothing but dazed, we should win right here. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. Let's do... we don't need that right now. Let's rest. And this is a good one. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. So in those cases where we're fighting multiple, this one will hit all of them. So that's a good one. Especially against the character we're about to go against. So this guy is Slime Boss. So when I'm reading the split part here, when its HP is at or below 50%, it will split into 2 smaller slimes with Slime Boss's current HP. Meaning when I get it to 70 out of 140, it's going to split into 2 smaller ones that are both at 70. So the key to this one is to get it close to 70, but not all the way, so that then your next turn you can get it really lower, and then it'll respawn or like split with lower HP ones. Hard to explain, but you have to trust me that it'll look cool. I guess we want that one. So usually on the 3rd turn it's going to do a big amount of damage. There it is. So this is what we want. I'm going to use a potion that I have to deal an extra 12 block, which is still not enough. I'm still going to get hit. But so does he. So it didn't get any attacks that one. And this guy's just adding slimes into my deck. So this will deal 11. This will deal 12. So 12 puts him at 72, which is still not enough for him to split. Not attack yet, because we want to do a lot more damage when he's going to split. So even though he's going to attack for 35, if we get him under 70, his split will override his attack, meaning he'll split instead of attacking. So what we'll do is we'll do this, this, and this. So now he's going to split into 2 smaller ones at 38 health each. And these also have split. So once they get at half of 38 each, then they'll go into 2 even smaller ones. So we gotta be real careful here. Can do 11 to them both, or do this. So because I played the barricade card, my armor just keeps stacking up. So that's good. But now I think I want to go on the offensive, but I sort of can't. So 8 twice is 16. 7, so that's one's dead. So now we just have the one left. So we killed it before it could split, which is usually the main goal here. So this one's at 29, so if we did 11, puts it at 18, which it's going to split, and that'll kill it. And that's the first area of Slay the Spire. Quite a big thinking game. So now you just get a random thing that you can pick between the 3. And I'm gonna pick to gain an extra energy, but now when I get a card after beating a fight, instead of 3, 2 less will show, so I'll just get 1 to pick from. So we'll pick that. And yeah, that's where we're at.